It's actually after 2025 now, so I'm that dedicated to the channel. I waited till after New Year's to shoot this video, so let's get straight into it. All I can say is 2025 is going to be a solid year. If we look at my two vision boards here, 2024, 2025, there's a huge difference, right? If we start with 2024, the pictures here, there is a lot of them, and they're not really that specific. I just put things on here that would be nice, but it's ultimately, it's a lot of random stuff that doesn't have much meaning, like random stock photos. There's no labels, nothing. There's no rules for a vision board, but it didn't work out too well for me, or I didn't achieve pretty much anything on this board. And I know why, so there's no stress. Like, we can start by saying it's not specific enough, but also, like, emotionally, I wasn't feeling good towards my goals throughout the year. So although I did make a lot of progress, I didn't make the progress that was required. And perhaps I did. Everything happens in, I'm taking that back. Everything happens in divine timing. So I didn't achieve these goals because I wasn't ready emotionally, and I hadn't attracted them in the quantum realm. Comparing what I said here about 2024 to 2025, it's kind of paradoxical because the goals are very similar, but they're a lot more specific. And in my head, I have a time frame for these goals. So all of this adds together to make a coherent lifestyle. First of all, everything is very specific and meaningful to me. Every single one of the pictures on this vision board means something. It's very specific. Like, if we look here, I plan to take my YouTube to the next level in regards to production. I've always loved production. I don't know what it is about selecting the perfect lighting, getting the exposure correctly, to how my voice sounds, to make sure it sounds nice, it's all equalized properly, to what camera I'm using and how it's color graded with the footage and how I edit it. I love all of that kind of stuff. And so if we zoom in here as to what I've got pictured, it's very small. Maybe next year I'll do it a little bit bigger. I've got Amaran 300C lights, Aputure Light Dome 3s. I've got two of each for that really good exposure. I've got an Amaran 25C, so like a little RBG light, two Sony FX3s. I've got two G Master lenses here. We've got a zoom and a prime lens, which is going to be insane in terms of quality. We've got Sachtler Active 10T tripods, if you know, you know. And then we've got a little bit of, in fact, I need to actually differentiate these two. These are two different things. Going back, we've got, it says esoteric biohacking. I have a background in that kind of self-help. This is when I came up, when blue light blocking glasses, red light therapy. I love that kind of stuff. I love blue light blocking glasses. We've got Invisalign here. We've got MiraDry, which essentially is something that you have on your armpits and it stops you from sweating altogether. Oura Ring, red light therapy, pretty cool. It's a massive tray that you sit in front of and essentially it blasts you with red light. Apparently that's good for your skin and health. Who knows? Aristocratic eating, we've got these fancy pans, we've got this fancy cutlery, we've got this fancy salt and pepper grinders, we've got a Dyson hairdryer here, Dyson Gen 5 Tech Hoover, it's like better than the V11. We've got Apple Tech, all the top spec stuff. We've got the nice air purifier. If we look over here, we've got a Dubai residency and I've photoshopped myself onto it. Amazing. Qatar flights, as I said, flying first class, just living that lifestyle. We've got some Photoshop text here. This is after I've taken my family on holiday to Dubai, because yeah, I plan to move out to Dubai. I've got my apartment here. This is the specific apartment I want. And so yeah, this is all like the vanity stuff. My actual overarching goal, the team kind of highlights it. I want to have a full team that's running an agency towards dentists in the UK. So I want to do a content agency, and I've got all of the back end set up for that. This is just like me enjoying the fruits of my labor, if you like, buying stuff. It seems like, okay, you just want to consume a bunch, but not really. This is all the stuff I imagine buying when I'm like super profitable with the business. So after I've brought all of this, there's not going to be much more stuff to buy, and then I'll just be saving and investing, looking into real estate and stocks and all that good stuff. There's a few more things I've actually ordered again from Freeprint. Shout out to Tamcor for putting me onto Freeprint. That's where I get all these pictures from for free, except postage. I've got a few more pictures coming, and in that picture I've got a Vitamix 3500, which is just a blender. I've also got a Le Grand Dupont lighter, because I just thought they were super cool. So just a few more minutiae details. And I've also got deadlines that I'm going to put on these vision boards, just so I know that, okay, this is what I'm playing for, but it's going to be achieved in X amount of time, just for that added specificity. But as you notice about the 2025 pictures, what they are, they all represent end results. So they represent as if I was to already have that thing, which helps with the manifestation if we talk about the Neville Goddard manifesting technique, which is the law of assumption, right? So all of these Photoshop scenes are flashes into what my day-to-day lifestyle looks like. Same with the text, same with the Dubai residency, same with the apartment, and I just love it. It makes me feel super good towards it. Like when I'm looking at this, I can visualize myself, or I visualize myself already having this thing, and it feels good, it feels right. That's why I feel so good about 2025. Like it's really going to be a super cool ride. Get rid of 2024. I'm gonna pin these down now, and then we can talk a little bit about manifestation afterwards. This is the 3-month plan, and I left a little bit of room here for the deadline and the last picture that I want to put here, the Vitamix. And as you see, the 1-year goal there's not much there right now, and that's intentional. So this is a Dubai bank, and it shows a balance of £1 million when you convert to Great British pounds. So my plan by the end of the year is to have $1 million, like liquid, accessible, full ISA, and so that's all it is. Like all of this kind of transfers into the year, in that I want to continue what I've done here, keep that momentum, and just crystallize my position in entrepreneurship, crystallize my momentum, and that's pretty much it for the year. Because what happened is, when I actually sat down this year and thought, what goals do I actually want to achieve? Like, what do I actually want to be my lifestyle a year from now? I feel like I've spent so much time just chasing my goals without even putting my head up to think throughout the year. I was like, wait, what do I actually want? I never really questioned that this year. I fixated so hard on what it is I initially wrote down. So it was quite weird to just actually sit and think, wait, what do I actually want? And this is what I came up with. When it comes to manifesting, you just choose the method that you want to do. I don't think you have to write out your goals, vision board, affirm, and like you don't have to do all the different methods. I feel like the one that speaks best to you, you should do. And so when I'm writing out my goals, it feels great, but I like the idea of a vision board. It makes the whole goal setting process more exciting for me. And that's why I've doubled down on this. I also visualize my dream reality before I go to bed. That's a good one I'm liking right now. And just, this is going to help me do that a lot more, because these are end scenes. And so when I start to really internalize these scenes, I'll be able to play them in my mind as I go to sleep. So that's the whole mindset behind this. As for affirmations, I don't really like doing them that much. So I'll do them here and there, but that's all there is to it. It really isn't that complicated. I've read maybe 10, 15, 20 books on manifesting now, and a lot of them pull you in different directions. When you start to form your own judgment on it, it just gets super simple. So that's the mindset behind it this year. And yeah, 2025, we're going to crush it. Let's go.